Hey Facebook, hey friends, family, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and everybody who's following me. It's late, I apologize. So if you're watching me, I appreciate that. If you're watching me live, it means that you really like watching my videos. Okay, so the title of my video is Pay It Forward, as you guys all know. Okay? Now you all know that I do these videos quite often. Okay? Now, while I do these videos quite often, there's usually a theme to my videos, okay? The theme to my video is obviously paid forward, like I said. And do you guys remember a while back when I was at work and I was getting ready to get a bite to eat, and I was all, kind of in a rush, not really, and I was like, all right, I gotta get my burrito, I gotta grab it, I gotta go back to the room, I gotta get down, sit down, listen to the meeting, or what have you, okay? So I get up to the counter, I order, and the guy in front of me, okay, ends up saying he wants this on the board, but the employee behind the counter making the burritos overhears and thinks that he wants something else, and so they take the tongs and grab the container, the food in the container, and dump it on his food. Like, as if to say, are you sure you want this? They just did it and slid the order next, like, okay, next. So, after that, I just kind of like, yeah, that really just happened. And I was like, okay. And I felt bad. I felt really, really, really bad because this guy's trying to make his flight and he's ordering, wasn't in a rush, wasn't like trying to get him all agitated, like, come on, make my burrito, like saying, very calm, very mellow, very collected, just very politely was like, I would like to have that. And I think he pointed to the board and they misread it wrong. So, as I got mine made and I told them what I wanted, they slid my burrito alongside too to kind of move it along the food line, if you will. I don't know if you guys have ever been to Chipotle, but the way that this works is you order your meat first, and then they slide the burrito, and then they get your fixings, like your lettuce, your corn, your salsa, and then they slide it down, and then they put some more stuff on it, right? So here they are sliding my food down the aisle, and here he is having to go around me and the other side because I got to remake his burrito. Now, can you imagine, okay, telling them, you're on time, you get to your gate, and all of a sudden, someone is in the front of you, and you got to ask a question so you can make a purchase, and that purchase is your ticket to walk on the plane, right? But that last couple seconds was vital. That's why I felt bad for the guy, right? So I'm thinking, if I was in his shoes, I would just be a wreck. I wouldn't be able to be on the plane okay. I wouldn't be able to get off when I get landing, and I would just be in a complete wreck, okay? So what I did, voluntarily, didn't have to say anything. He didn't ask me. I didn't ask him. I just did it. I took his burrito, I slid it across, and I said, okay, that one is his, but make mine together. I'm paying for the both of them, okay? I paid it forward, okay? I was like, here, man, I know it must be crazy. I'm so sorry they got your order wrong. You were probably in a hurry. You're probably trying to make your connection, trying to make your flight. You're in a rush. I feel from the bottom of my heart, that's really, truly upsetting, okay? So I pulled out my wallet, grabbed my card, and I told the cashier, pay for his burrito and mine and whatever else I want, okay? He looked me in the face and said, oh, man, you didn't have to do that. Seriously, like, what can I do to repay you? And he just had a conversation. He wasn't, like, interrogating me, but, like, he wanted to know why I just voluntarily paid for his meal out of the kindness of my heart, because it wasn't that he asked me to do it. I just was like, yeah, I want to do it because it's a kind gesture for you. One day, when I need someone to pay it forward for me, it's going to happen. But it's not that I'm going around asking people to pay it forward. You just go about your business, go about your day, go about your life, do what you got to do. Now, sometimes you're going to get to a part where you're going to struggle in life, okay? I don't mean like, I can't pick up this brick or I can't pick up this penny, I'm dying kind of thing. I mean like, mentally, you just don't know what's kind of going on, right? And you're hoping and praying that what's going on throughout your life and your day and your maybe even your week, okay, is going to continue going, all right? Now, tonight, okay, I went out to eat. I grabbed a bite because I hadn't eaten anything on the plane. Frontier, I'm not going to use a lot of bad words, but for the lack of sense, I wouldn't recommend them if you really, really, really want to fly in comfort. Do not fly Frontier. They charge you for your beverages on any other airline, okay? Frontier charges you for food and drink, and yes, water included. Go figure. But I digress with that comment, okay? Exactly, I was just being nice, okay? So here I am sitting very calm, very collected. I'm the kind of person that when I go in to get a bite to eat, I don't like to go in roughly an hour before closing because I just don't like rushing the servers to provide the service, provide the food, provide the meal, and then try and start cleaning up so they can go home on time. I just don't like doing that. Do y'all agree? And if those of you guys are watching and those of you guys not watching, if you aren't watching right now, just leave a comment. Do you guys agree on the same thing? I can't go into a restaurant or a place to eat and sit down knowing they're closing in like 30 minutes to maybe an hour. I just can't do it. I've been there myself, man. I can't do it. Okay. I know I'm jabbering, but I'll get to my point. Just stay calm. So, tonight, I'm sitting down. I ordered something on the menu. Not expensive, not on the top of the line. Just wanted something to eat, okay? Okay, so you have been in that situation too, Andy, I guess. All right. So I guess we're on the same page then. So yeah, I got something to order, got something to eat, and, I was eating and eating and eating, and finally, I noticed that this gal that was serving me, she was, kind of, I don't say having a rough day, but, she was like, I gotta make sure everything's perfect, gotta make sure everything's okay, and it was getting late. Yeah, see, all of you guys agree. And, I was like kind of making eye contact with her, and I'm like, I used to be a server. I completely understand. I'm so sorry I'm here at this hour, but you guys were my only option, my last option, and I just want to get something substantial in my stomach, so I really appreciate it. And I go to pay. I grab my wallet. I pull out my card, my debit card or my credit card. I give it to the gal. And I said, now, I know it's getting close to closing time. Go ahead and close up my check now so you don't have to worry about doing it all at the end, okay? And, as she goes in there, she slides it. Or, of course, I think it's what she's doing. And it takes her like 15, 20 minutes to get back to my table. And I'm like, I don't know what's going on. So I'm humbly thinking to myself, keeping to myself, and just, eating the rest of my meal. She comes back and she says, sir, this actually won't be necessary. The gentleman behind you paid for your meal. What? Okay, let me hold it right there. Folks, I've never made eye contact. I've never made voice contact. I never introduced myself. I never really did any of that because I gotta admit, folks, I am a social bug. I love meeting new people. I love making the world a better place. God bless, okay? The world needs to be a better place, okay? But I've never made any sort of contact with this guy. The only similar contact I may have had with him, when the waiter came out and was explaining why the food was taking a little bit, she basically was like, okay, I apologize to you, sir, the guy behind me. But we actually got slammed with a lot of Grubhub orders, and that's why it's taking long. And he was so apologetic, so totally understanding. Now, when she came over to me and explained the situation, I said, I was like, I have to admit, I was overhearing your conversation with him and how and just about how I'm sorry, I'm trying to thought right now. Like how frustrating it can be when you're trying to get everything all corralled up, okay? And at times, it can be a challenge. I won't lie to you. I've served in a couple of restaurants, and it's crazy at times. And the only thing that you can do to get through your night is hope and pray that your customers understand that same understanding, okay? Because it can be a challenge if they don't. I mean, it can break and make you down, okay? And he left, and then I was just, I'm awestruck, you guys. I'm literally awestruck at the fact that I ordered a meal, drink, chips that was on me, whatnot, and my meal, okay? He paid for it. He paid for it. He didn't cover half. He didn't cover a quarter. He covered all of it. Every single cent. I don't know what else to tell you guys. But what I'm going to tell you, paying it forward can save your life. Okay? Now you need to listen real quick. Paying it forward works one way. Okay? You cannot pay it forward and expect somebody to pay you back. That's not how it works. When you pay it forward, you're paying it to be considerate, to be kind, to be understanding, and to be compassionate for the human race. Okay? Paying it forward from someone to you happens because they feel the same way. Okay? That's how it works. You don't pay it forward and then say, why is no one paying it forward to me? If you do that, you're missing the whole point. Okay? Just don't even pay it forward at that point. Alright? At that point, you're just being an ATM, you're being used, blah, 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 blah. You guys get my point here? Okay? It's a voluntary, non-compensated condition. Alright? And I'm sorry this has been a little lengthy, guys. I apologize. But I wanted to tell you guys this nice and wonderful story of how paying it forward for somebody down the road, somebody most likely will pay you forward back. You know what I mean? It's absolutely ridiculous at how well it works that way. Okay? So, from my heart to y'all's, I'm going to ask of you one thing. Doesn't have to be your whole check. Don't have to be your whole wallet. It don't have to be your whole house. But I'm going to ask of you guys, if you ever come across anybody and you know that you can say, you know what? Relax. I got you. I'll take care of you. Don't worry about it. I love you. Not like love, but I love you. I got you. Alright? Do them a favor. Pay it forward. The world will be a much better place. Because if we're all fighting against each other, folks, I don't know about you, I don't want to stay here no more. I don't want to be around you guys no more. When I'm doing all I can to make the world a better place, and everybody else is trying to go across the human race, make this world so cumbersome, so unsympathetic, it's just not worth it. So I'm asking you guys, please, pay it forward to somebody. It could be a small gesture. It could be something you do, something you say, something whatever, okay? Just pay it forward for somebody. And you will get returned the favor. It won't happen tomorrow. It won't happen that day. But somebody's watching. Now, whoever you pray to, whoever you talk to, however you got your faith involved in, what have you, okay? They got you. They see you. And they see what you're doing. So pay it forward, okay? Good things will happen. I love you guys. Mwah. I'm glad you guys stopped and joined me. Those of you guys commenting, I appreciate that. And, yeah. Have a wonderful night, guys. I love you so much. Take care now. Bye-bye.